So, should I continue? I have your blessings and your good wishes. So, let's
Yes, sir.
move on. Ji, Prabhu ji. Hmm. I hope you all have your phones ready with you. Just open Google and the scanner in the phone and just scan. You all can see the QR code. Can all of you scan the QR code? Scan the QR code and just go to the link. Or you can go to menti.com and enter the code. Either choice.
Dear Lalita, you can respond to him.
So I'm hoping that all of you are in the process and all of you are being, there is no problem.
Yes, Prabhu. We can see waiting for presenter.
Yes, Prabhuji. So all of you are in, all of you are seeing the in your mobile waiting for presenter. You can click the thumbs up when it will say you are all set.
Okay, for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am not able to do it.
गगन प्रभु
क्या खोलना पड़ेगा इसके लिए?
प्रभु या तो आप menti.com पे चले जाइए www.menti.com और यहाँ पे कोड एंटर कर दीजिए 43835655.
ओके ओके.
Gagan Prabhu, you're okay? You can open that?
I'm doing it, Prabhu. Menti.com.
I'll be waiting. If anybody is still under the process, let me know.
Prabhu, I am also doing it. Kindly wait.
Yeah, Prabhu. Wait.
Waiting for presenter. Yes, Prabhu. Done.
Yes. Once everybody is ready, we'll move on. Anybody needs more time? Shall I move on?
Waiting for host SRI, Prabhu.
Yes,
Presenter.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
We can proceed, Prabhu, now.
Yes, Prabhu. I think so. I'll proceed. Thank you.
Okay.
So now you have on your mobiles, you will have the option to answer this question. Describe in one word your experiences during the Yatra coordination service. You can answer multiple times. You can submit multiple words. So, but one word at a time. Please answer your experiences in one word. You can use as many words as you want, but different words. Positive, negative, whatever you would like to share, you can share. Just keep entering.
Describe in one word your experience. That's the coordination.
This need not be always positive, need not be always negative. It can be both combined together. You can use multiple entries you can put in. Good, great, nice. Pleasing Guru. hectic, somebody says stressful, mechanical, accomplished, happiness, lot to learn, comfortable with devotees, need to improve from my side. Pressured, challenged, great, nice, not applicable. Not applicable, I couldn't understand. Need to improve my side, comfortable with devotees, happy, good. The ones in the bold are the most common ones. So happy, good, hectic. Stressful, heavy, challenged, being servant, pressure, supporting, communication gap, enlightened means feeling stressful, supporting, not applicable, responsible, happiness, experience, trustworthy, pressure. Three more people yet to respond. Some better coordination is required. Lots to learn. Still waiting for some two members are yet to respond. If they can, if they cannot, if they are driving, or then we can skip maybe and move ahead.
Yeah, I am not doing the Prabhu, so you go ahead.
Okay.
Next week.
Okay. Okay. So if devotees need more time, we can take more time. This is very important exercise. If you feel like heavy, Gurudev Seva, organized engagements, challenged. So good, happy, lot to learn. They are leading. Chito, we'll thank you all very much. This is important. We'll good. Oh, still devotees are putting in.
भाई और नीचे की दुकान आगा नहीं था नीचे की दुकान आगा अरे निखिरे भी गलती तो मुनागड़ पेलंग ले ला
Oh, oh, okay. So we'll move on. We'll move on to the next. Oh, still devotees are putting in. Oh, please continue if you feel like responsibility, challenged, comfortable with devotees, organized, being servant, fear. I did not read fear before. Fear, annoyed, wonderful. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much. Stressful, annoyed, fearful, challenged, mechanical, masti with peers, great, lot to learn, fault finding, better coordination, improvement. See, thank you very much. We'll move on to the next. So these are important things for us to see. It's all a mix of positive and negative. Still devotees are continuing. Oh, how I wish we could continue. Anyway, we'll move on to the next. So can you now see the next poll? In your opinion, what are the areas for improvement? In your opinion, what are the areas for improvement? Drama, blame, or inappropriate role assignments, or trust issues, or others? We'll talk about others later. You can use multiple options you can choose. Please continue. In your opinion, what are the areas for improvement? Drama, blame, anger, anxiety, frustration, etc. Or inappropriate role assignments, or trust issues, or others. In your opinion, please feel free. Please become vulnerable. Please open your hearts and please vote. So inappropriate role assignments still leading. We'll talk about others. If you have anything else also, we'll talk about others. Drama, blame, anger, anxiety, frustration, irritation, fear is all the first option. The second is all inappropriate role assignments. Third is trust issues. Fourth are others. Yeah. Requesting all of you to vote. 9 people have voted. Waiting for others. 10.
After the class.
Inappropriate role assignments 7. Drama, blame 3. Trust issues 3. Others 5.
Why others they need this?
11 people have voted.
Drama blame. Drama blame is that.
12. I would request all of you to vote as quickly as you can so that we can move ahead. Anybody else who's yet to vote? 12 have voted, 5 still pending, it shows. Please, I request you to please open your hearts and just think and vote. None? I'll move on. 5 people have not voted, so we'll just somehow assume not. We'll move on to the next one. Now, this other option which we had. So in your opinion, what are these other areas for improvement? You can mention multiple words, one word at a time. What are these other areas for improvement? All those devotees, if you find there are any other areas also other than those 3 areas, please mention what those areas are. Please take your time and please mention. What are the other areas for improvement? Communication gap, wonderful. Better planning. Think about one's service. Teamwork has to be improved. Thinking about one's own service has to be improved. Better planning is required. Communication gap is there. So do what you committed means whatever you have committed, you should do. Devotees need to be in sync. So coordination, think about your service, teamwork, alternate plans, have backup plans. Better faith and trust. Dedication, more dedication required. Teamwork, faith,
Prabhu, is it possible to share the QR code again? Yugal Kishore Prabhu has reached and he would
Okay, Mataji.
like to start.
Okay, Mataji.
He can type menti.com. That is
Yes,
easier.
you can scan the code. I'm showing the code here, Proji. On the screen, you can scan the code and go to menti.com and use the code, or you can scan this QR code.
Yugal Kishore Prabhu, you're there?
Backup plan required.
Just taking the scan, Mataji. Thank you.
Okay, okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
See, 8 people have responded. I would request all of you to please respond. Ji,
Devamira Prabhu, I have a question.
Prabhuji.
So when you're asking for responses,
Ji.
would it be correct to say, generally in appraisal systems, we follow this norm,
Ji.
that you should not be influenced by recent events only, but look at, the overall past few years experience or
Yes,
whatever
yes,
number of. It's not
exactly.
that
Prabhuji.
yesterday
This is-
I had some problem, so I'll just highlight that yesterday's problem. Not like
No,
that.
no. It is all
Okay.
through whatever experiences you have gathered. Absolutely, Prabhuji. Thank you for pointing this out. This is absolutely all your whatever years of experience you have. It may be this just 1 year, or it may be last so many years. So whatever experience you have, please you put all your experience into this response. No response is a good or a bad response. We are away from the land of good and bad. We are trying to learn, we are trying to come together to serve Guru in a better way. So it's important for us to look inside and just see what we actually feel. Should I remove this QR code now? No problem.
Yes, please, Prabhu. Thank you. Got it.
Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. See, 9 people have already voted something. Self-care with service, alternate plans, better coordination, do what you committed, dedication. See, because of the limitation of time, we have to move forward. We can't wait for a very long time. Dil pe matlab bhai, very good. Dil pe matlab bhai is translated that please don't take things personally. So one important, very important point, don't take things personally means we have to improve in this area. Do not take things personally. Oh, still coming in. Don't assume seating arrangements to be better. Selfless service needs to improve. Backup plans, flexibility. 10 people have voted. So we'll move on. These are very important areas. We all are learning. We all are learning through everybody's responses. So we'll move on to the next. Oh, before that, I'm sorry. Let's be here. Before that, I have to go to the presentation. Now, whatever points we have discussed, all of you have brought up so many points. So we are now more aware. We are now more aware. So do we really need some training or anything? Do we really need to invest time and thought and energy into this training? Is it that Padmana Prabhuji has said something and we have offered something and that is why everybody has to go through this? No. Nobody has to and nobody should if they don't want to. Because this is purely our loving service to our Guru. So this is no force. This is loving devotional service. So do we really need this training is a question we have to ask ourselves. We did some soul searching right now. We looked into what are the issues, what do we need. So there is one thing called drama. This drama keeps coming up. So I'll share in certain ways drama keeps coming up. It may apply to your experiences of the yatra. It may not apply to the experiences of your yatra. I'm just bringing up certain points of drama which come in. One is hesitation to share ideas. There is a hesitation to share ideas. It may be with somebody, it may not be with somebody. There is a hesitation to admit mistakes. There is a hesitation to depend on one another due to fear of judgment or previous letdowns or some past history. This is a type of drama. Misunderstandings, assumptions. Somebody wrote there, don't make assumptions. Misunderstandings, assumptions, or unclear messaging. We saw a communication gap was something which was put there. Duplication of work. Maybe two people are doing the same work and they don't know that they are doing the same work. Interpersonal friction, relationship challenges, etc. These are all parts of dramas which we go through. So I'll continue and we are just trying to name out some dramas. Ambiguity. There was such a lot of high voting about role assignments not being clear. So ambiguity about who does what, who is supposed to do what. It often leads to conflicts, task overlap, that is duplication, or things falling through the cracks or missing out some minor things. Somebody was mentioning about sitting arrangements or seating arrangements. So some minor things falling off the cracks. Team members blame each other or disengage due to confusion. People start blaming each other or they disengage due to confusion. Instead of addressing disagreements directly. So instead of addressing disagreements directly, team members suppress issues. We tend to suppress the issues. No, how can I speak like this? Oh, devotee, how can I speak like this? So team members suppress issues leading to passive aggressive behavior. So there is passive aggression in our behavior. We start behaving in a passive aggressive manner with each other. Externally will not show, but internally will show a lot of passive aggression towards each other. Unresolved tension and a toxic undercurrent in team interactions. All these things, some of the things, none of the things may resonate during your experiences. Some members may overshadow others in discussions or decision making. Some members overshadow others in discussions or decision making, discouraging quieter members from speaking up. So people who are quieter, they somehow can't speak up because the people who have the tendency to speak up, they speak and things go. And people who can't speak, they can't speak. Improper feedbacks, resistance to feedbacks, variations in how people prioritize tasks. Somebody has a different priority, somebody has a different priority, somebody manages time in a different way. Somebody said in the people have to show up for their services. Somebody approaches problem in a different way, somebody approaches the same problem in a different way. Friction is created. A person who is detail oriented may clash with a quick action executor. For instance, example. And when there is lack of vulnerability, when we are not ready to become vulnerable with each other and share with each other, we try to play it safe attitude. So execution suffers. Krishna Prabhu, I'll just come to you. You're raising your hands. I'll just come to you for a second. Let me just complete this. Some members feel others are treated unfairly, whether in recognition or workload or decision influence. So some members feel that no, there is unfairness. So resentment builds, hurting morale and cooperation. Some team members are not held accountable, while others are, leading to frustration, blame games. Does it make sense? Anyone? Does this resonate anything?
It does, Prabhu.
It does, Mataji? Anybody else seems? Anyway, we'll move on. Gagan Prabhu or Varang Prabhu, anything you'd like to say? Any of these points resonated, Prabhuji? Have you ever gone through these things during the yatra?
Yes, Prabhu, many times.
Many times.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes,
All the times.
all the times. So, this is where we come finally. This is what starts happening. Our internal consciousness becomes like this child crying. We can't do it externally, but internally we cry like this, and then we say, why me? ये सब मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why do all these bad things happen to me only? And from there is a downward spiral in our consciousness, in our services. So now this internal consciousness, we are talking about, we are all followers of Krishna consciousness. This internal consciousness, this V model of internal consciousness is there. It's hanging on a pivot. You can go either this way or you can either go that way. This is your free will choice. Either you can go to the victim orientation and enter the drama triangle, which gives you only blame, anxiety, confusion, irritation, and we saw all those things. This is one option. Or the other option is to go to the creator orientation, what we call the empowerment dynamic, and make this shift away from this blame, anxiety, confusion. How do you shift your internal consciousness from the victim orientation to the creator orientation? This is one paradigm. This is what we call as learning the power of TED, the empowerment dynamic. TED stands for the empowerment dynamic. And we all normally, all of us are stuck. There are few rare souls, pure souls, but other than them, people like me, we are stuck in this dreaded drama triangle, the DDT, the poison, where I am the victim, the other person is the persecutor, and I, poor me, victim, is wanting to search a rescuer to free me from my victimhood. How do you get out of this drama triangle? Is the learning of the empowerment dynamic, the V model of consciousness. How do you shift from the drama triangle to the empowerment dynamic? This we learn when we understand and learn the details or the concepts of the power of TED. So we go to our next poll. Would you be interested in learning more about the concepts of the empowerment dynamic? Yes, no, maybe. Please, poll. I gave you a brief introduction about the empowerment dynamic. So 9 people have already voted. I would request others to please vote as quickly as we can so that we can move to the next. This was one paradigm which we can learn in our lives to improve our yatra services, the empowerment dynamic. Somebody who is not sure, they can please freely vote for maybe. They can say that they would like to know more about this and maybe then vote. It is fine. It is not that you all have to vote yes only. Please feel free and vote what you really want to vote. There are no rights or wrongs here. 9 people have voted. So should we move ahead? Anybody else still voting? I'm waiting for others to vote if they have to. I'll wait for a few seconds more, then we'll go on to the next.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Here it is showing, please wait for the presenter to change slides. Like that it is showing, Prabhu. It is not showing the question for me.
Mataji, can you again scan this QR code, which I'm sharing now?
Okay, Prabhu.
Anybody else? We'll move on to the next. We talked briefly about the TED. We talked briefly about what drama is all about. We talked about drama is because of the victim orientation, which keeps us in the drama triangle. And the way out is to learn the concepts of the empowerment dynamic. And now we discussed whether we are interested in learning this empowerment dynamic or not. And now we'll move on to the next.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu, please forgive me that the word drama, because I'm
Ji.
attending first time this word, so I'm not much familiar. Can you please, what does it mean by drama?
Prabhuji, drama is, we are using it in a connotation. This is not the drama which you see in the movies or that. We are not talking about that drama. We are talking about drama means a situation where a lot of negative emotions are there in the air. So if I have a typical fight with my wife, then what follows in the house is a typical drama. Does this example help you, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Now we understand what happens after whenever we husband and wife have a nice fight. And post that, all the passive aggression and you have to say sorry, you have the mistake and I'm not at fault, I am right. And all that whole thing is the drama.
Yeah, Prabhu. I think drama is very sophisticated and fine-tuned word, looks like that.
Yes. So the example is appropriate to understand, Prabhuji. Any married man will quickly understand what is drama.
Hare.
Any married man, woman, no gender bias. Anybody wants to see the scanner? No, done. Okay. So now we talked about the drama, and now we'll go on to another paradigm. This is called the working genius model. Yeah. Okay. Is it okay? I'll just continue because in the interest of time, we have less time. So I'll just continue. You can directly go to menti.com also and just put in the code. Mataji, you can put in the code. Okay. Let me show you.
You carry on. I'll put the code.
Okay. Here is the code 43835655. 43835655. Now, this is a very important concept. We may overshoot some time anyway. See, it is according to this paradigm given by a leader called Patrick Lencioni. It is said that all of us, whatever work we have to do, whether an economic activity, for-profit activity, or a not-for-profit activity like what we are doing, a purely service activity, to achieve the goal of whatever we have to do, there are these 6 types of works which are required. Whatever activity we have to do from starting till end, it will have these 6 type of activities built into it. Wonder, invention, discernment, galvanizing, enablement, and tenacity. Wonder and invention are during the ideation, during the planning stage. discernment and galvanizing are during the activation stage, and enablement and tenacity are during the implementation stage. These are the 3 stages required to execute any activity: planning, activation, implementation. Now, this model suggests that all of us can do all these 6 activities. All of us can do all these 6 activities. But Dev Mira Das can do WIDGET, all 6. But Dev Mira Das will be a genius in any 2 of them. He will be competent enough in any 2 of them. And he will be not competent, or his geniuses or frustrations in any 2 of them. Somebody might take an objection and say, no, I am a genius in all 6. That doesn't happen. Somebody will say, I'm a genius in 4. That doesn't happen. Group averages suggest that any average person will be a genius in any 2. He may be average in 2 and not so good in 2. So it is always better that suppose I am very good in tenacity. Tenacity is my genius. And suppose you give me the service of wonder, then and which is my incompetence. I will not be able to do it properly. So we had a lot of people saying that roles, work assignment roles need to be thought of. This is the answer to that. So what does wonder do? What does invention do? What does discernment do? Galvanizing. I would like to spend some time, but we don't have that amount of time. So what happens is each person, I've given you the principle. These 2 are planning stage, activation stage, implementation stage. What is each stage? We will explain later to you. Now what happens is there is an option. How will Dev Mira Das know whether he's genius in what and not in what? What is his? So there is an assessment test which we take. I'm showing you a model report of one devotee's assessment test. This devotee doesn't belong to our Yatra team. He is a brahmachari in one temple, serving in our bureau office. So I had make him take this assessment. This is an online assessment test is there, which anybody can take. And the results are coming like this. This is for Venudhari Krishna Prabhu. His working genius is E, enablement and invention. His working competency is galvanizing and wonder, and his frustration is discernment and tenacity. Tenacity means to execute. He is incompetent in one way to execute. We are taking this Venudhari Krishna Prabhu's example, his assessment report. So now if I put him into final execution, he will be frustrated and he will make others also feel frustration. He will be frustrated and others working with him will be frustrated. And the service in charge will be frustrated. So this is a way when we take an online assessment test and we try to find out our group makeup. How is our group made up of? Suppose hypothetically, we may find that our group is all made up of people who are full of wonder, who are great in planning. And there are hardly any people for tenacity. Hypothetical. So taking up this online test gives us an idea. This test results are not cast in stone for us. But this gives us an idea of how we can manage our team better, because you all had mentioned about role assignments. So this particular thing can help you to assign your roles better. So now coming to our next question. Would you be interested in learning more about the 6 types of working genius? Yes, no, maybe. Again, I'll put the QR code if somebody needs the QR code. Nine people have already voted. The QR code is there on the screen. If anybody needs, please scan the QR code again. Yeah, I'll wait for a minute more and then we'll move on because we are running short of time. I have two more paradigms to share with you. So I need 10 more minutes. I hope it is okay if we overshoot time by 10 minutes. So requesting all of you to vote as quickly as you can. Yeah, I'll move on to next now. Now we learned something about making a team, building a team. Now we will come to another paradigm, same by Patrick Lencioni. He says once our team is made, there are 5 types of dysfunctions which enter into a team. 5 dysfunctions which enter into a team. They are here in front of you. It starts with absence of trust or lack of trust, either absence or lack of trust. And once this comes into the picture, then all the other 4 flow in. One after the other, one after the other, one after the other. What happens is that because if we are not vulnerable with each other, if we don't have enough trust with each other, we will not be openly discussing things and opening our heart with each other, which is required while working in a team dynamic. Then there can be a problem of artificial harmony, fear of conflict. And because of this fear of conflict, we may not be able to openly speak what we have to speak. Passive aggression will come into the picture. Because of that, we may have a lot of ambiguity. We may not know because there are certain decisions which have been made on which I may not agree, but still they have been made. So my commitment for that decision, because I never agreed to that decision, will not be high enough. So I will be ambiguous in executing that duty. Then there will be avoidance of accountability. My standards of my service may go down. I may try to be away, avoid accountability. And then this status problems or false ego issues come into the picture. The focus of the result that we are here to serve Guru may go in the background. Somebody had mentioned this in all the words we had seen, that our focus should be more. So these 5 dysfunctions in a team can be removed. If you feel these 5 dysfunctions are there, they can be removed. So coming to our next question. I'll again show the QR code here. Would you be interested in learning more about the 5 dysfunctions of a team? Now, requesting all of you to quickly vote so that we can quickly go to the next paradigm. Once we have talked about these dysfunctions of a team, we'll go to one more important paradigm, how to give a feedback, how to talk to each other, the SBI model coupled with the nonviolent communication model. This model coupled with the NVC is a very powerful tool, SBI. How do you provide a feedback, situation, behavior, impact? At a particular time and place, this is the observable action which happened, what you saw or heard, and how that impacted you or others or our particular objective. This is how a feedback has to be provided. And there are many ways in which feedback should not be provided. Like feedback don't delay or avoid talking about it. We delay or avoid talking about it. We are vague about it. We are not precise what we are saying. We interpret, we judge, we assume, we blame. We start giving advice. Not requested. Nobody's asking for advice. We start giving advice. Don't do that. So these are the don'ts of a feedback. So how do you do this? What are the do's? Ask permission to give feedback. Be specific. So this is an area where we should learn how to give feedback to each other while doing our services. And there are so many things which are spontaneous. There are so many things which happen on the ground which were not planned before. So many times, so many things happen. Schedules change, things happen. All the planning goes for a toss. And we have to start communicating and start giving feedback to each other. How do you do that? By this SBI model coupled with the NVC model. SBI, State Bank of India, easy way to remember. Situation, behavior, impact. Now, quickly to our next question. Would you be interested in undertaking the... Oh, I'm so sorry. We missed this. Okay. Please, let's vote for this. Please, can you vote for this? Would you be interested in taking the online Working Genius test? I'm sorry, I missed this before. Please, if you can quickly vote for this. Would you be willing to take the online test? The QR code is on the screen. If anybody needs, they can again scan. Anybody interested in taking the online Working Genius test or the dysfunctional test? Thank you so much. Please quickly, if you can answer, we can move on. I'll quickly move on to the next question. Thank you for voting here. The next question is, would you like to know more about giving constructive feedback? The QR code is on the screen. Would you like to know more about giving constructive feedback? SBI model coupled with the NVC model. Requesting all of you to quickly complete your voting here, please, on constructive feedback. I'll quickly move on. What is one question that you are hoping this training will answer? If we decide to go through this training, what is one question that you are hoping this training will answer? You can mention. The QR code is on the screen. I would just request you to do it at your earliest. What is the one question that you're hoping this training will answer? Better coordination? Improve trust levels, how to deal with situations. Wonderful. To know my strengths and to maximize my services in that, to know my weaknesses and try to improve it. Wonderful. You can submit multiple responses if you want. I'm just requesting you to put in as much as you can. This will help us to move further about what we do, because we will do what serves the needs of this group, not what we want to present. Doing services together with happy and light heart, wonderful. I'll wait for a minute or more. Please put in how to trust the process. Gee, this is a question for me, or this is what you're hoping to learn from this training? So how to trust the process? So trusting the process. So we'll be in a better position to trust the process. I'm assuming that this is what we'll learn. We learn that people who have been involved in the planning stage have done their work well, and people who are in the execution stage don't worry about the planning anymore, and they just focus on their execution. To know how to deal with devotees and leaders. Yes. Anybody, anything else? 'Learning from help in applying this, and which will help us better relationships, alignment between devotees, deal with the situations, dealing with devotees, winning heart of other devotees, experiencing joy while executing services, how to do work with respect and love, learning from here. Wonderful. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the next. We are quickly coming to the end. So how many total number of hours would you be willing to invest in the training? How many total number of hours would you be willing to invest in this training? 12 to 15?
Is this per week, Prabhu, or total?
Prabhuji?
Is this per week or per total, Prabhu?
Right, this is total. How many total number of hours would you be willing to invest in the training? I'll come to the next question per week also after this. 12 to 15 hours, 15 to 18 hours, 18 to 21, 21 to 24 hours. Not sure. Whatever it takes. I'm inspired. Whatever it takes, I'm willing to put in. Eleven devotees have already voted. I'll quickly wait. We have two more small questions like this, and then we can wrap it up. 12 people have voted. Yeah, I'll move on. Thank you for all who have voted. I'll move on to the next. The QR code is on the screen. How many hours per week would you be willing to invest? So now you mentioned about the total number of hours. Now, how many hours in a week would you be willing to invest in this training? 1, 2, 3, not sure.
So Harikrishna Prabhu, this is this is every day in the week, or it is like
No, Mataji, no, Mataji. This is in a week. How many hours per week? First, we had a question, how many hours total will
correct.
you be willing for this entire training? Now, how many hours in a week will you be willing to spend?
This
2
is the
hours in a
whole
week?
day, Monday
whole
to
week.
Sunday.
Whole week, yeah. Monday to
Okay.
Sunday.
Oh, thank
Yes, ma'am. People are voting, devotees are voting. I'm requesting them to vote quickly. We have one more question and then we can wrap it up. How many hours per week would you be willing to invest in this training? Thank you for all who have voted. I'm moving on to the next. The QR code is on the screen. What is the convenient maximum duration of a session? Maximum duration of a session. 1, 1.5 hour, 2 hour. What is the convenient maximum duration of a session? 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours. Gee, we have paused here. Thank you very much. This was the introduction and very grateful for all of your feedbacks. You're taking of the time and polling. This is going to help us to create something good for all of you. So we have an idea what devotees want, what their needs are. Based on that, we can design something in consultation with Padmanabh Prabhu, and then we can see what we can do further. Anybody has any questions, any concerns, anything they would like to share? This 1 hour which you spent, was it worthwhile, not worthwhile? Anything, please feel free to speak. There is no.
Thank you, Prabhu, for taking out your time to educate us and enlighten us. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Very useful. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Harikrishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, with regards to what Yugal Krishna Prabhu was asking on the term drama, right? You use the same word where, in the service as well, right? In the first question. So, Prabhu, can you, because you gave the example of our personal life here. So how can I correlate that in the, in the service or when we do it in the Yatra coordination, Prabhu?
So Mataji, what I understand, what you are asking is, I'll try and repeat to make sure I've understood your question properly. You're also trying to understand what does the word drama mean in relation to my Yatra services, right?
In relation to the Yatra coordination, how do I use, map it, Prabhu?
Yes, yes. So you are wanting to know about the word drama in Yatra services, correct?
Correct, Prabhu.
Yes, yes. So Mataji, while doing our services, there are many times when we have a lot of heartburns, blames, anger, irritations, judgments. These are all part of drama. Whenever in one short statement, whenever we feel a lot of heaviness in our hearts, we are feeling like that picture, why me? Internally, I'm crying. You remember that picture? The child crying?
Mm-hmm.
All that is drama, Mataji. If whatever is happening is creating such type of feelings in your heart, is creating that situation where you are internally crying out and saying, why me? Then it's drama. Okay, Mataji, does it help?
Yeah, Prabhu. So you mean it is an emotion, Prabhu, that you mean drama?
Yes, Mataji. Yes. All these so-called negative emotions, they are also helpful. So-called negative emotions, when they flood our heart, that time we are in drama.
So do you say, Prabhu, the emotions that come out when I do a service, right, that when it is overloaded certain times, and then when I come out with a negative thinking, that why me, right, that is a drama. But when I take it positive way, it's not a drama, right, Prabhu?
No, Mataji. So when your heart after the execution of the service, if you feel very happy, joyous,
Mm-hmm.
light, then it is
Okay,
not a drama.
got it.
Got
Thank you,
it?
Prabhu. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, Padmanath Prabhuji,
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I am through, Prabhuji. We have taken devotees' valuable feedbacks and responses. They are all there with us.
Okay.
So it will help us to design further how many hours they want, how many hours per week they can give, per session they can give. All they have voted. So many devotees have kindly done that. So it will help us to plan ahead, Prabhuji, how we would like to take it ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Yugal Kishore Prabhu.
Just one quick question to Devamira Prabhu. First of all,
Yes,
thank you very much. Thanks for your time and training all of us. So I was just feeling that I'm in the office and going through this official training here. One quick question that when we go for the next sessions, it is expected that I would be sitting in front of, I mean, it would be good that I'm sitting in front of the system, or if I'm coming back from office, I mean, you need full attention, or it can be just hearing that. So that I can prepare myself and for attending these sessions.
Prabhuji, I would humbly suggest that if devotees can give their full attention, it would be the best.
Okay, Prabhu.
But life happens and things go on, like traffic jams happen today in Bangalore, and so things happen. What can we do? But we can plan that we can give our most best heart focused effort.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Padmanath Prabhuji, we can stop here if devotees have no other questions.
Any other questions? Any other devotee? Gagan Prabhu, you're okay? I think you've given all the feedbacks.
Yeah, Prabhu has been.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Prabhu. And Hare Krishna and Dhanavad Pranam to all the devotees. I am good, Prabhuji. I am feeling good. वो प्रभु का जो ये जो माता जी का क्वेश्चन था, इन प्रभु ने बोला कि सर्विस करने के बाद जो मैंने उसमें लिखा था कि जो ऑब्जेक्टिव वो है कि सर्विंग टुगेदर विद द लाइट एंड हैप्पी हार्ट, दैट वाज आई रोट. सो दैट इज द एम टू गेट थ्रू ऑल दिस, एंड वो करना चाहते हैं. And with that, I am just sharing. Sometimes it is sharing or a question too. Like when Prabhuji was telling, go to the. It is not about only in the last yatra, but all the yatras together. But when we see, like sometimes we are not able to remember it, and like कहते ना, or at that time, it is I am the part of the drama, but after some times, we don't feel much about that devotee or that particular thing. We feel happy and light when we see whole things in one go, like seeing things together, not to the particular instance. Then we feel happy and light. I'm just sharing my experience with you. So that is one thing.
Yeah,
Thank
I mean,
you.
when I said that, what I meant was that even during appraisal discussions,
Ji.
suppose I'm present the performance of a certain person, I should not be influenced by recent events. That is what it says. That means
Correct.
I see the whole year's performance, not that in last 1 month he goofed up something and so then I rate him very poor. not like that.
Hmm.
So your
Correct.
experience, as you rightly said, if you look at over last 20 years, I mean, you have been serving.
Ji.
So the big picture is that you are happy to serve, you know.
Yeah.
So, but then if there are some negative things also, in the feedback, if it is there in one way, it will help us to see how to address them and see that even those negative things we can avoid. So I think your feedback is okay. No problems. So we'll see how we work on that. Thank you, Prabhu. Gagan Prabhu, thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Anybody
Hello.
else here?
Prabhuji, we are already giving every year feedback, right, Prabhu? Can we take it from there, some of the inputs, and prepare the sessions accordingly? Because as the Gagan Prabhu said, everybody may not remember the entire tenure, right? So we have the feedback collected already for every yatra, after the every yatra, right? So we can take the inputs from there, I think. Prabhu.
Prabhuji, this feedback which you are saying, it is the feedback of the Yatra participants or the feedback of the devotees who are in the Yatra coordination team?
Coordination, I think, Prabhu.
Okay. So if
Also,
those can be
we have
provided to
never
us,
taken
We have both
feedbacks
of
of
them.
coordination. We have only taken Yatra general feedback.
Okay.
Participants feedback only we have. We do not have Yatra coordinators feedback. We have never done that.
oh, okay. Okay.
So is
Then
that
it may
relevant?
not.
Devamira Prabhu, that is not required, no, for you? Is that
Then
relevant?
it may not be relevant. It may only speak about how was the prasadam, how was the quality of stay. So now that is not going to help us because we are talking about internal work, internal relationships, internal dynamics.
Yeah, so Pranavallabha Prabhu, I think this is more pertaining to this group working together. So
I thought we took the feedback from the coordinators.
No.
Sorry.
the feedback we had posted it to all the devotees, Yatra participants, and they gave us feedback service wise, you know.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, this exercise pertains to members of this team who work together in order to deliver a exceptionally good service. So that is our goal. Okay.
Understood.
Thank you. Okay. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranam.
Dhanavad Pranam.
My question is, I think it may be too early to ask, but just I am hinting about it. I will do grammatical services, but the requirements like pictures, material and other things. What is my responsibility to that? Is anybody there serving for those things?
Sorry, I mean, you're asking. I didn't get
Dindal
it.
Prabhu, I have not been able, I am not understanding, I have not understood your question, Prabhuji. I'm sorry.
Please explain the question.
Sorry, Prabhu, I am not able to properly explain it. I will do Brahminical service as a person. Brahminical service as a person. My requirements who will make available, like deities, flowers and other paraphernalia required for doing my service. Do I need to make myself get arranged, or someone else will do such service? Or the paraphernalia?
Okay, so Prabhuji, you are asking detail about that your pujari service or Brahminical service, whatever paraphernalia you need, who will arrange it for you, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that is.
That's a specific detail. I think that we can discuss individually. So in this particular discussion, it is. I think maybe what you are asking comes under some of the questions which paradigm or feedback with some people said role clarity or something like that. I think so we're covered under that. But otherwise, so the specific detail which you are asking, it's a specific question. So we'll deal with it separately. Okay, Prabhu? Shiva Mera,
Okay, Prabhu, thank you. Understood.
Dayal Prabhu. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Prabhu, thank you. Understood.
Prabhuji, we'll stop here right now and we'll get back to all of you, Prabhuji. Your very important feedbacks and your inputs are there with us. It will help us to make something in a way to serve you as per your needs, not something which we want to tell you like that. That was the whole idea of today's session. Okay,
Okay.
Prabhuji?
Thank you all very much for participating.
Yeah, thank you all very much.
With all your busy schedules and workloads, you have taken time off to, but all this we are doing as a service to Guru and Krishna. Please remember that. And I appreciate all of you, your dedicated service, which I've been rendering over the years, and your intention to improve on that. So thank you once again, and we'll come back to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Please
you.
accept
Hare
my humble obeisances. All glories to Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada.
Krishna,
Once again,
Mera Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the initiative. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.